Thank you all so much for being such incredible hosts for us for this gathering. It's been just such a joy to be here in your house. All right. Now I'd like to invite Uiyeon Kim to share with us, so if you'll have a seat before we move into the panel.
Good morning. Room for all. Room for all. Yesterday, our colleague Melissa, she so honestly and eloquently shared about how she used to have her head in the sand while chaos kind of ensued all around her in ways of our denomination. I too know exactly what she was talking about. I too buried my head in the sand, crossed my fingers, clicked my heels 3 times, and just hoped and wished that things would just get better. But our Uniting Methodist movement awakened me to what's at stake. Uniting Methodist movement allowed me to recognize the importance and the responsibility of being in this connectional system, our beautiful connectional family. Of all the plans before us as we prepare for February gathering in St. Louis, one church plan provides the widest embrace in the continuum. One church plan is consistent with the aim to keep our family whole, our connectional, beautiful family. I can tell you from my time as a local church pastor that most local churches in the cities as well as in the rural areas have diversity in this issue and a lot of other issues as well. And we should not exclude or reject the people in our community. Diversity exists in all of God's churches. I've witnessed it. Have you? We're witnesses. We're witnesses. Room for all. I can almost picture here, witness how the disciples and the followers just got a little mad, telling Jesus, you're making too much room. Hey, we're not into this free housing business. Or at the very least, can you free us from the Romans, perhaps? Liberate us from our captors. And Jesus said, oh, yeah. Jesus said, yeah, okay. Romans, I'm going to make room for them too. And the disciples probably said something like, we'll take the Koreans, but not the Romans. I'm Korean American, by the way. Jesus' ministry clearly and plainly teaches us and enables us to see over and over and over again that there is room for all. The story of the prodigal son, we see that there is room for all. The story of the great banquet, we see that there is, help me church, room for all. The story of the woman caught in adultery, we see that there is room for all. The story of the Good Samaritan, we see that there is room for all. The story of the feeding of the multitude, we see that there is room for all. And ample casseroles. Right? I support the one church plan. Why? For the sake of the mission. To make disciples of all people. Because we see that there is room for all. I'm grateful for your commitment to be here. I know it required of you. But I've been blessed. I've been informed. I've been led. I've been guided. Have you? Yeah. So here's some of what we are doing in the Uniting Methodist Church movement. You've been given handouts. It'll be in the screens behind me as well as on our website. So please pay attention to some of the things that we are doing together in our Uniting Methodist movement as we move forward together onto February. We will continue to engage with you, all of you here and those outside the walls of our church, to update you, to inform you, and to be beside you. We invite you, and we invite you to invite others to continue to journey forward with us as we seek to make God's dream of one family our reality. If not done so already, you can join our movement by going into our website, unitingmethodist.com. Join us in our prayers each and every day. Pray with us. Everything begins and ends with prayer. Join us in our witness as you give witness in your churches, in your conference, to your colleagues in ministry. And join us in contributing monetarily, to give generously. I don't know if you know this about the Korean churches. We are unashamed to talk about money. We're very blunt about money. We hope to raise $100,000 in the next few weeks. I thought aim for $1 million, but then my boss said, maybe 100,000. The journey that we're on requires much resources. There will be plates that will be passed in a few minutes here. You may also give online through our website. We invite you to invite others to give generously to our movement. Friends, this is important. This is important. Worthy of our time, worthy of our talents, and worthy of our money. All of which belong to God anyways. All of which are given by God anyways. And so may it be, for the sake of the mission, to make disciples of all people, for there is room for all. Thanks be to God. Amen. I now invite the ushers, let us receive our offering.